Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is my review for BMF, or is it called Black Mafia Family? And this is season 1, episode 1. Okay, we start off with, we meet Big Meech, and he's giving a house party. He is pretty much reflecting on life. This is back in Detroit in 2005. He's talking to a friend, and he asked him, he made a little thought over, saying that he has no regrets. We go to his backstory, back to both Big Meech and his brother Terry as kids. And he is the oldest, and he's getting ready to get a job. The father's about to go. Terry's going to be late for school, and the chemistry with the brothers is undeniable. They have great chemistry. They're very good because usually when you get TV siblings, one either outshines the other, but in this case, both brothers are good together. Both brothers leave the grocery store, and that's where you meet OG. He is the father, basically the boss, the head boss of the whole thing. This is pretty much my second time hearing about the BMF, the Black Mafia Family. The first time I heard of it was off Notorious Queens, and I put down the episode down below, but she was talking about one of the ladies, I forgot her name, I think it was Tasha, was talking about how she got arrested because she was a part of the family. Let's see. We fast forward to 1980. Both Meech and Terrell, they're in high school. Terrell hands a man a gun, and he hands him back some money. They go outside, they see a group of men, they start talking about the property, or who owns who, and when they get home, Terrell was angry at Meech because he pretty much gave away half my earnings. Big Meech was just like, it's fine, don't worry about it. They go down to dinner. It's the sister, Terrell, mom and dad, and Big Meech. Terrell is an honor roll student. His parents was praising him, saying that he's going to be on honor roll. And not only he's going to be on honor roll, he's going to be a father soon. They have high hopes for him. And this made, in my opinion, Big Meech feel sad. Mainly sad. And to me, basically feel like I want the same praise as him, in sort of way. We continue on. He goes to play pool. They talk a lot with the group. The next day, I found out today that who that man name was. I know he was on Tyler Perry, and I've been trying to figure out his name for the longest time. Steve Harris is his name. Steve Harris is in this, and his brother Wood Harris is in this too. He plays as Coach Brian. He is also an undercover cop. So with this, Meech comes by and talks to him, saying that this guy, because earlier this guy was messing with Terrell, and my guessing he was on the baseball team. Meech told Coach Brian, could you bring him to me for him or tell him to stay away? Big Meech agreed. Not Big Meech. Coach Terrell agreed. One thing I found interesting was in history class, they were talking about Karl Marx and about how one of his philosophies was, well, one of the questions the teacher asked was, is it true that a man can't see past or beyond his, I think it was limitations? And Terrell said that it is true that a man can't see past his boundaries or his limitations. But what if that's the only thing that he has? Because, he's poor. Or that's the only option he has, basically. I found that very interesting because when you watch it, especially in their home, even back then, they were struggling. They were in poverty. And this was the only way that they could practically survive, was off of this. Selling drugs, party lifestyle. It was the only way of survival for them. Meech comes home. The mom found the gun in the laundry basket. The dad gets upset and kicks Meech out. He says, you got to go. You over here having guns in my house. You got to go. Even though it's Terrell's gun, Meech doesn't say anything. He says, well, I'm going to take this gun. Well, not this gun. Well, he didn't say it was Terrell's gun. He just went ahead and took it and left. Let me see. We meet a man named Lamar. Let's talk about Lamar, because I think I skipped over him. No, I just didn't rhyme down. Okay, we're going to talk about Lamar. Lamar is the main villain, like Dragon Ball Z. He is Frieza. Okay. He drives a Ford Mustang, and at one point in time, he used to pretty much run every 4 corners in a Detroit. It's like a little circle, and he would run those circles, because now it's just occupied by different gangs, but back then he was just a one-man show. He had control over all of that. Something happened. He went to jail, and 2 years later, he came out. He goes to his ex-girlfriend and basically asks her to see his, well, at first I thought it was his daughter. So in this case, even though he's no relation to him, he basically wants to be her stepfather. And in the beginning, he says, I miss you too. Let's talk about it. Mo says no. This was the time she was to meet. She says no. I'm not doing that. Okay. Then we get to Reagan. He introduces crack cocaine. Let's see. And then we get to the most oddest thing, because even in the next episode, they don't even explain it. Okay, so before Meech got kicked out, he told both the mom and dad, Lucille and Charles, that the reason why he's doing what he's doing, because basically the house is in foreclosure, or about to be in foreclosure. Charles goes up to Lucille and asks her, what the hell is going on? What are you doing with all this money? And she explains to him that she had to take up an extra job at Wendy's, which is understandable because the car broke down and we needed money. Again, that's understandable. I think Charles was a little upset because she had to pick up a part-time job and he didn't want her to do that. But she said that she was sick and tired of living like this. And I can kind of see how she feels about that, because you want what's best for your family. What's best for your family, you want to live the best. But at times, life hits you hard or hit you dead smack dead in the face. So, there's that. Terrell goes to the baby shower with his girlfriend Wendy. Everyone's excited. He had to leave because his brother wanted to ask him something. No, something came up. And so Miss Griffin, the security, got lady got pulled over by Coach Brian, and Coach Brian said either leave Terrell alone or his son going to jail. I'm gonna plant these drugs. You don't want that with your son. So Miss Griffin stays away from them for the rest of the episode. Big Meech went home to go get some clothes. He tried to reconcile with his mom. He tried to give her money, and she basically said no, she couldn't take it. Because she basically considered that dirty money. She said she also couldn't take it because over what happened to her family. Or what if something happened to Meech, basically. park where they meet their gang. Kato. There's also, they say, also I was looking on Twitter that Lil Zane was on there. I don't know who Lil Zane is. Whoever he is, I haven't seen him in a while. They've been selling $50 crack bags. Kato said she couldn't do it because, you know, things is running slow. So the Cuckoo plan. They go home, smoke crack. Well, not smoke crack. Cook the crack. Sell for $50. Go to the club. Lamar was there. And they were trying to convince Lamar, J-Bo. J-Bo was trying to convince Lamar to be on their gang. Because, you know, he said, we need help. You know, I know you don't like Meech. Let's help each other. Lamar was against it. He said no. The party goes good and everything. Meech and Terrell sees Markeisha, who is the wife of, I'll call him Suspicious. They leave. Meech tries to get some more. He wants to do more than, you know, do what he's doing. He wants to sell more. He wants to be more. And OG was just like, no, honey, you can't. I can't let you do that. It's too much of a risk. I'm going to give you as much as I can handle. Meech gets upset. He tells Terrell, I'm sick of this. I'm doing my own thing. Terrell agrees. He said, let's do it. Terry leaves to go to see Wanda. She just had her baby, a son, Terrell Jr. And 2 days later, it was hard, but this part was hard for me to watch. Big Meech called Terrell. He's saying, you're late, you know, we need to come on, what you doing? And Terrell was just like, you know, I'm on my way, you know, I can't just go, you know, Wanda's with the baby. Wanda says it's fine. So Terrell said, like, okay, I'm gonna go. So Wanda said, go out to the car and get a pacifier. He says, okay. So he goes out to the car, look for the pacifier. An unknown person comes up and shoots him point blank in the eye. And he lays down bleeding. That's the last of the episode. It took me 2 whole weeks to do this one episode. But then after this episode, I'm going to do episode 2. And if you guys like this video, please push the like button. Thank you so much for watching this video. Talk to you guys later. Thanks and bye-bye.